Got this little pig. I think it's Princess House. Whoa. There, it's Princess House, I believe. And then this little metal jewelry box. We are shopping at the Goodwill on Royerstown Road for those of you who like to keep track. I am looking at the ornaments. I know I am under a time crunch here to be able to send the things off to you so they are in time for Christmas, but I still look because they still are bringing things out. I saw that there was a Lenox ornament. They had a whole bunch of Hallmark ornaments. I had just watched a show on Whatnot where a lady was selling those miniature ornaments, and I kept going, I have that. One of the advantages of working at a Hallmark store was buying ornaments, and I bought a lot of them while I worked there. This at first I thought was a hobbyist piece, and I even say to you, oh, it's a hobbyist piece, or is it Lefton? And I turned it over, and sure enough, it is Lefton. This is the green holly. A couple videos back, I found the white holly. This has already sold on Whatnot. I had a recent Christmas themed sale. Then I found these tie Beanie Babies. I believe I have the snowman on the right. This snowman I thought was super sweet with its hat and the M&M looking buttons on it. And then I did take a screenshot of the Santa because I don't have that one. And it might be worth $1 million, or probably not. I also spied this Snoopy. It has kind of a soft rubbery face and hands, and then I realized it does something, but it took me a while to figure out what it does. I actually had to Google Lens it, and Jenny figured it out in 2 seconds. Here, I'll let you hear what it sounds like. I think that I would definitely pick this up even if it hadn't worked because it was in good shape just for a display piece. And I know some people are really big Snoopy fans. And even though it does have some surface wear, it overall was a very, very sweet piece. And like I said, it's already sold. I am still looking in the Christmas section. This mug had a vintage look to it, but it was contemporary. And this, I believe, was a candle inside that pot, which kind of surprised me a little bit. I thought it was going to be all ceramic. Looking at the vintage ribbon, it seems like the Goodwills have been putting out a lot of ribbon lately. And now we've moved on to another shelf. Here's a little trinket dish that was marked on the bottom. And over here was a mask of a cat, maybe a Chinese cat. It looked like it was new old stock. And then I also, let's see, oh, here was a little cat cookie press. The tail on the mouse had broken off, and then we have some Precious Moments trinket dish. And then I'm showing you the Santa Claus and Snowman. The Santa Claus, I will put up a, not a sold comp, but a listing for the Santa Claus. Here are some current listings on eBay, and mine was $19.98, and mine, it did have the tag, look, $495, and look at this one. Mine did have the tag, $175, and it seemed like it had the same problems as those tags, so I said in my show, either this is going to be worth $100 or $5. Either way, enjoy it. Maybe it was worth a lot of money and I left it go. It's fine. Here I am showing you what sold comps look like, and there aren't any recent sold comps for that Santa Claus because he's worth so much money. I don't really believe this, but you know, some people like their beanies. Now we're back to shopping. Here are the greeting cards that they had. I think they have a nice selection of greeting cards. Save yourself some money and get some pre-owned new ones. And then you can find maybe the vintage ones if you like the vintage ones. Down here there was a box of Christmas goodies, so I was making sure any lucite candles or maybe some Holt Howard salt and pepper shakers didn't accidentally make their way into this bin. Unfortunately, I think it was just a catch-all. And they even had wrapping paper and a bag that was made in the USA for your Christmas tree. We always, if we have a real tree, we bring our real tree to the county park and they mulch it. And then they spread it out throughout the park. Then I found this tin, which I thought was super cute with the little animals on it. The mouse, I think that was a mouse with a puppy dog in the back. It was a candy tin at one time. I don't know if people collect tins, I decided to put that back. I myself have a huge collection of Christmas tins just by, just living. People give you candies or cookies and here, keep the tin, and then you end up having a trillion tins. That tree seemed to be made to look old, but I feel it was new. And then here are some baggies that they have. And, oh, this was a cute little book, The Christmas Tree. A sweet little story. You could put that on a present, add a little extra pizzazz to your present. And then I was seeing who made this. It surprised me that it was musical. And then I thought maybe when you reach into the bowl, see that little dot there, that might set off the music and the music will play. I thought this was a very sweet little trinket dish. I think it's more decorative because of the painting on it. I wouldn't want to use it and scratch off that little girl, but I thought it was a very, very sweet image. We're on an end cap now. And, oh, I was just looking to see who made this. Just being nosy. I sometimes pick up pressed flower things if they're vintage. And this one I felt was more contemporary. And then I didn't show these in another video. These have been here, and I think they're still here because the mold is very messy. You can see how it kind of sticks out there a little bit where my thumb was. No chips or cracks, but I decided against that. I did decide to pick this little cutie pie up. I feel it was Artisan Rinconada. It's a raccoon holding a fish, but I don't really think it's really truly AR, but we'll see. This was also made in Japan, and they had this. I mean, look at this salt and pepper shaker set. It was so sweet, and it was $3.99 each. They were marked Germany on the back. They were $4 a piece. I was thinking about getting them, even though that was, $8 for me to start with, and I probably would sell them for $8. But the girl had been beheaded and repaired, so I decided to just leave those for somebody else. I have had recent success selling vintage Occupied Japan figurines, so I do think there is a market for them, but I decided to just stick with the raccoon. This was brand new, but two of them were smashed to smithereens, which is unfortunate because I know some people really like Pioneer Woman. And let's see, I'm in the toy area looking to see what they have here. These little teddy bears. And look at this iron. This is like an iron my gram would have had. It was so heavy. It definitely had some age to it. And then up here was this nice, pretty clear glass candy dish. And see how nicely they have the back wall organized, all the movies. And then I was checking this little set out. These all were contemporary with the barcode on them. My seagulls are still there, and they're still broken, which is a shame. And I think this might have been a hobbyist piece. Kind of had that look to it. In this part of the store, sometimes you see more vintage figurines and things like that. So I always check out all of the shelves. I'm pointing out to you that the seahorse is still here. And then we're going to wrap up our trip here to see if these are Longenberger baskets, but they were not. It is day 10. We are going to Republic of the Congo. 5.5 million people. Interesting fact, the rainforest in the Congo Basin is the second largest rainforest in the world and is home to the famous Pygmy tribe. The Congo River is the world's deepest river at 720 feet. And Congo, I put this in focus. Congo is right there. Let's see if I can get in there. It's dark again. I'm doing this in the afternoon. There it is. You can see it. And here is the flag. All right, let's see. This has, I feel like cardboard. Ooh, it's big. Oh, it's like that. Oh, maybe we're going to make a mask. Let's get it out. Yep, I think we are going to be making a mask. There's all different pieces of cardboard here. I will see you when I'm done. This is what it looks like all glued together. The pieces are still wet. You can see the Elmer's glue there. I kind of like how it looks right now. I have been rewatching Bell Book and Candle on YouTube. And in the beginning, Kim Novak's character sells African masks. And this reminds me of the opening credits of Bell Book and Candle. I will let it dry and then I will add the decorations. And here it is all finished. I just copied the pattern that they had in the video. It will come with a hook, a paper hook that I haven't put on the back you could hang this up on the wall. This was a lot of fun to do. I think kids of all ages could easily do this. See you tomorrow for day 11. It is day 11. We are going to Morocco. 37 million people. Interesting fact, 99% of Moroccans are Muslim and therefore do not consume alcohol. Yet Morocco has 7 wine regions and produces approximately 40 million bottles of wine a year. Let's get out the map and see where we are. We have made 3 stops in Africa. We were in Egypt, Congo, and now we're in Morocco. Whoops, sorry, it's blurry. Doing it one-handed. There we go. All right, let's get the art craft project thing next. Here is the envelope. Looks like Christmas colors. It feels like there's cardboard in there. Let me get the things out and I'll show you what's in the envelope. Inside was a shape. I believe this is a hamsa. I believe that is how you pronounce it. Some tin foil and an outline. Oh, there you go. Some designs. I wonder if this time we are going to do some inscribe. Oops, there's a cookie crumb. Inscribing with the tin foil onto the cardboard. I keep saying that because I remember in 3rd grade we did a project where the kids put tin foil on cardboard and then we had them write with a dull pencil and then it kind of looked like it had been engraved. All right, we will both find out what the project is in just a second. Here is the finished hamsa. It was a lot of fun to do. It was engraving. I used a ballpoint pen, kind of punctured a couple holes with the pen when I was first starting. But overall, I thought this was a fun project to do. I didn't even tape the tin foil. I just folded it over. They give you a little hook so you could hang it up if you wanted to. And you can read more about hamsa if you go back a little bit and pause the video on the picture of this project. See you tomorrow for day 12. Here is the casket. I believe they're called casket jewelry box that I picked up in the front case at Goodwill. I thought that this was going to be marked Japan. It is actually marked USA on the bottom. They are usually lined. This one is not, but it is in really good condition, and somebody who knows what they're doing or wants to start a project could easily line that themselves. I think this is really, really pretty. Nice design. I'm glad I got it. Here is the Princess House pet. I was correct. I took the price tag off. There's the sticker. And these look like Fenton, but when you first see them, you're looking for the Fenton mark, usually right here. And if they don't, more than likely they are Princess House pets, or princess, what do we call them? Princess House pets. This little piggy is super sweet, has a little blemish right here on its back. But I think someone is going to love it. Here is the last item that I have, because if you watched the video, you saw that the other items have already sold on a Whatnot show. Snoopy, Santa was a giveaway. I still have the snowman, and the green holly dish was also sold on Whatnot. I have this little raccoon. It reminds me of Artisania rinconata. I am not quite sure if it is because there is no marking. It might be under one of those feet. I will have to do some digging. This is probably most likely Peru or South American if it is not officially Artisania rinconata. It is duller and does not have the shiny bits that Artisania rinconata usually has. This black part would have been glossy and shiny. Still super sweet. It's a raccoon. I mean, come on. That is all that I bought on this trip to Goodwill. I hope you enjoyed the videos about the Advent calendar. They are a lot of fun to do. It's always interesting to see what the new craft is going to be. I am going to leave you here with a picture of Susie. She was eyeing up some chicken that Jimmy was eating at the table, and I thought, how adorable is her little face. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya.